month of 2022 is complete. I feel like that took forever, honestly, not in a bad way, I guess. It was just a really long month. Anyways, I'm gonna try and go over this month mostly in chronological order because that kind of makes the most sense-ish. Aside from this, I'm pointing this out just because it's right here. I took it from work because it's broken, but isn't it so cute anyway? I love it. But chronological means starting with New Year's. I mentioned we were having a little New Year's party and my boyfriend invited a couple friends over. It was super tame, but fun nonetheless. I only wanted to drink pina coladas for some reason. I was like super craving them, and then we went to like 3 different stores to try and find the mix for it. Me and my boyfriend actually got in a small fight over it because I was getting so irritated. I just wanted my damn pina colada. But then everything ended up well with me drinking like 6 of them, so fun times. We did also pop a bottle of cheap champagne. None of us really like champagne, but it is tradition. You can't just not pop a bottle of champagne when the ball drops. Aside from drinking, though, that night was actually all about food. We made a ton of appetizers. I made a charcuterie board and did deep fried pickles from scratch. We also had jalapeno poppers and mozzarella sticks, which thank God for all the picky food because my boyfriend is making his own wings and literally took until midnight. He finished with like 20 seconds to spare and still managed to kiss me on time. I would have been so mad if he didn't though, because he was focused on a chicken wing. Like, come on. I also mentioned that every New Year's I read my own tarot cards for the year ahead. I'm not going to go into tons of details about each card, but here's my year ahead spread. I have the Wild Unknown Tarot Deck and Guidebook set by Kim Crayons. It is absolutely gorgeous and I love it, and it was gifted to me by my mom a couple years ago. I want to say like 5 years ago, which is kind of crazy. The one card I will talk about though is the one in the middle. It is the Four of Pentacles. That card represents the overall theme for my year ahead. The guidebook says, quote, "The Four of Pentacles first suggests material gain and stability. Only good news for your bank account and home. Yet underneath the surface, this is a card of warning. Do not become possessive or controlling. Holding on too tightly to the material world will leave you rigid, stagnant, and displeasing to others. Wealth is a concept." And honestly, to me, that's still a pretty good card. I'm super good with money and I live comfortably, but I don't have like crazy ambitions to be the next Jeff Bezos or anything. I don't let money rule my life, and I'm thankful to be in a position to think that way in the first place. But yeah, I don't know how much you guys actually care about my little tarot card reading, but I love that tradition of mine. It is very personal and it gives you things to look forward to in the year ahead. But moving on, let's talk about baking. Oh, you thought I did enough of that in December? Apparently I didn't. Well, first I should mention that I accidentally knocked a bunch of bowls over out of my cupboard and they smashed on the kitchen floor, which was super fun. But anyways, I baked a cake really last minute, but I just wanted to, so I did it. So I don't know, I haven't even tried it yet. So we'll have to see if it'll be good. Also, my grandparents loved the peanut butter cookies I made for Christmas so much that they said they'd commission me to make them more, which is so sweet of them, but I just did it for free. I made a ton. I feel like when it comes to cookies, I go all or nothing. I make so many, but they're gonna be really, really happy when they get those. My dad, the real baker of the family, also had some more baking to do because remember that weed-infused butter I made? I gave him a ton and said he just had to make brownies. My dad makes amazing brownies and the weed butter made them so strong. I can only eat like half at a time. One of my favorite things about the holidays is everyone telling me about how much they love the weed goodies. My grandparents and parents don't smoke or anything, so the occasional edible just knocks them off their feet, and it's so funny. Hopefully, we're gonna start growing our own weed again soon. We have a tent, so we grow it inside, and I love it. Taking care of plants and watching them grow is so much fun. Speaking of, I got myself a hydroponics garden just for like my kitchen counter, and I bought like 4,000 seeds. I got oregano, chives, lavender, sage, rosemary, lettuce, peppermint, strawberries, basil, and a ton of microgreens and sprouts. I kind of went crazy. I was so excited, and well, my thought process was, why would I buy 20 seeds for $5 at the grocery store when I can buy bulk seed packs of 100 plus for that same $5? That may or may not be a flawed way of thinking, but once we're out of the apartment, I want a really nice big garden in our yard, so they definitely aren't going to waste. I also want to give them to people I know just to share that joy of gardening and growing your own food. It's super exciting. Also, some sad news on the front of plants. Even though I talk about how much I love growing them and all of that, I do still have mortalities. We accidentally left my window open and my spider plant got frostbite. Thanks, Canada. It went totally limp and pale, and it was the most depressing thing. I put it in our grow tent and watered it so much, hoping and praying it would come back to life, but I think it might be done for good. We also bought a money tree. As soon as we got it home, it turned brown and the leaves started crinkling and falling off, which that usually would mean that it needs water, but you aren't supposed to water them a lot, and so I drenched the soil and just let it be. But it doesn't seem to be working very well. This is gonna make me sound like a crazy person, but I keep making my boyfriend bring it into the bathroom when he showers because he takes boiling hot showers, and supposedly they like the humidity, so I thought maybe that would help it too. I don't know. I'm trying everything here. I did read that they can go into shock when they're moved to a new home, but I didn't find anything that told me how to fix that, so that wasn't really helpful. So it'll just be a waiting game, I guess, to see if it survives or not. Worst comes to worst, I'll steal a clipping from my parents because theirs is thriving. But okay, that's enough talk about plants. Jeez. Okay. I'll talk about my cat now. It's always something with them. So Sophie, my girl cat, has been in heat for like 2 months straight. I swear. And I'm just about losing my mind. It has never been this bad before, and that's why we never really bothered to get her spayed until now. But it's been so bad. Catnip, a pheromone diffuser, all the attention in the world, nothing seems to help. I think she knows that 2 new boy cats moved into the same apartment complex as us, and it's just been driving her batty. We took her to a vet to get her shots, and they gave us an estimate for the spay procedure, and it's going to be so expensive, and I'm really, really dreading it, but don't have much of a choice in the matter if I want to maintain my sanity, so oh well, the joys of being a pet owner. Anyways, that's sort of a weird topic to segue from, but I'm going to talk about work now. Lots of big things happened over the course of this month. First, with a little bit of bad news, some of you may have seen that I decided to delay my return to camming. I really wanted to do it this month, and I've been wanting to get back to it for like 2 years now, but I'm so busy I think I might actually lose my mind if I try and fit it into my schedule. So unfortunately, that is going to be postponed indefinitely until I make another announcement and feel ready to join that community again. So I'm sorry about that, everyone. But moving on to some better stuff, the Many Vids Awards was pretty exciting. I had no idea that was a thing, to be honest, so next year I'm going to prepare a lot better, but I joined at the last minute and I didn't win or anything, but I was really impressed with myself that I stayed in the top 100. I've only been on Many Vids for like a month now, so I thought that was an amazing feat and was really, really proud of myself. And thank you to anyone who took the time to vote for me. It means a lot. And now onto my other video platform, The Hub, of course. I was so happy with the content I posted this month. I tried to do some more fun, specific sort of stuff. My maid video, I had been wanting to do that for like a year now, so I was really, really happy to finally do it. The bath video was actually a ton of work, but I think it turned out really good. And the panty try-on video, I wanted to get everyone kind of excited about the drop I did on MSA, which I'll talk about more in a second, but stay on this topic. Even though I've been loving my content on the Hub, it seems like no one else really is. My views have been so low and my ratings have been horrible, and I really don't know why. It's so discouraging, and I'm really, really hoping it'll bounce back, because this is sort of the off season, but when I put so much time and effort into something and it feels like not many people appreciate it, it sucks, you know? So, not to be that person, but to be that person, please give my videos a thumbs up or a nice comment or anything if you like what I do. I do see them, and even though I don't always reply, it always lifts my mood and encourages me to keep doing what I do, and I really do love you guys, so. But now I'll talk about that MSA drop I did. So it took me so long to take all the listing pictures and edit them and create the individual listings. Oh my god. So please check them out, even if you don't plan on buying anything. But I love selling my worn items so much. I listed some new stuff I didn't offer before, like pee, bath water, and garbage. I know that sounds a bit crazy if you aren't into that stuff, but I know there is a lot of people who are. And for a bit more of the tame crowd, I still have panties, socks, but I added stockings and tights as well. So I'm really excited to be selling those options now, and hopefully everyone will like everything. And now I want to talk about my new podcast. Yes, I finally did it. It is called Forever for Your Pleasure. You can listen to it on Anchor or Spotify, and the concept is each episode is a different dirty fantasy story. I'm only going to do 1 or 2 episodes a month because it's just like a fun little side thing. But I'm so excited about it, so give it a listen. And last but not least, brand collabs. I have had some really awesome brands reaching out to me lately, and it makes me so happy. I love getting to see new products and promote them. I have quite a few ad videos coming up, and I hope you guys don't mind. I still write my own videos and speak my mind about the products. It's just they happen to be sent to me for free. So I really hope you guys like learning about them and watching my videos, even when it is paid content. It makes me feel like a real professional in my career here, and it's amazing. I don't even want to spoil the collabs I have coming up, but I'm so hyped about them, so stay tuned. And that's just about it for my January. Hopefully February will be just as exciting, if not more. The link to all my platforms is in the description below if you want to check me out everywhere. See you next time. Bye!